First at 4, two deadly accidents involving wrong-way drivers within 2 weeks on one stretch of I-196 west of Grand Rapids. Target 8 investigator Susan Samples reports the two crashes killed 3 people and critically injured 3 others. Susan, what else did you find out about these crashes?
Oh my gosh, Amber, what is going on our roads right now? These two crashes on 196 are actually pretty different, though they did occur in close proximity. If you've driven 196, you know this spot. It's right around Lake Michigan Drive, where it gets hilly and curvy, and it's white-knuckle driving at times. Last night, around 8, 4 people were heading east in the eastbound lanes when the driver crossed the median into the westbound lanes just west of Lake Michigan Drive and struck a vehicle with 3 people in it head on. Now, in the at-fault vehicle, a backseat passenger died. He was a young man from the St. Joseph area. 2 others in that at-fault car that crossed the median, including the driver, are in critical condition. In that case, state police believe that perhaps there was some impairment or distraction, something going on, because as you can see, he went quite a distance across that median. It was, I think MSP said it, or state police said it was like 50 to 75 yards to get into the westbound lane. So they're still investigating that. They don't know exactly what went wrong there. But the crash 2 weeks ago was closer to Lane Avenue. So that's less than a mile east of where last night's crash happened. 2 weeks ago, the at-fault driver had at least one intoxicated driving arrest on his record, and he was heading westbound in the eastbound lanes near Lane and hit a westbound driver. That was the mom from Jenison. Both of those drivers died. So they're still investigating what happened with that case and how that man ended up going the wrong way, where he got onto the highway. But as we said, the thing that happened last night, that person actually crossed the median. So these were wrong-way drivers, but different circumstances.
Right, but it seems like we are seeing more crashes involving wrong-way drivers the last few weeks, right?
Absolutely. And you know, some of that is, this is the time. It's when it's sunny, it's hot, it's summer, people are, and of course now people are celebrating, etc. And the state police gentleman that I talked to, who you'll hear from at 5 and 6, he was like, we can keep saying this over. He's actually relatively new in the public information officer position at Michigan State Police, and I feel like I've talked to him 50 times already, and he just keeps saying, we can keep saying this again and again. Put down your phone, you know, don't be intoxicated, don't be impaired, don't be distracted, but we can only say it so many times. And MDOT is like, we can only engineer so much to try to, you know, help people who are making mistakes on the road. They can only do so much to improve, to try to engineer for those kinds of mistakes. When people just do what happened last night,
yeah,
what can you do? So, folks, be careful.
Traffic is definitely picking up, even on my way into work around 2 o'clock. Definitely noticed that. What's coming up on 5, Susan?
Well, you're going to hear from that state trooper who is getting tired of saying this again and again. But he's going to talk about what happened last night, and yeah, here we are again.
Okay, Susan Samples reporting for us. Thank you, Susan. We'll see you at 5.